Gosh, 20 past 11 and let's go for like, what, an hour of road rash? No, I'm going to be up a little bit later tonight. I don't have work again tomorrow, but I do the day after that. But I don't know how much road rashing I can take. I was tempted to just go live and just jump straight into Hypnospace Outlaw, but gotta do a bit. Hell dog, keep your distance. He's an animal. Trying to get back in the flow with this one. Did I even start the timer? I did not. Okay. Oops. I didn't save, did I? Bugger. I have to put the password again if I forget this. Yeah, so far this flashcart malarkey is a good time, but I don't have much faith in the save state, which is a concern for some of the longer games. But also it wasn't keeping my battery backup on 1 or 2 either, which was distressing. Perhaps we need to consider upgrading. Well, it'd be a miracle if they work correctly. To be honest, I can live without the save states. It's very nice for passwords. What I can't live with is the actual in-game battery backup not working correctly. Because that's going to be a ball ache for role-playing games and things.
What a great car.
Save states are nice to have though, because sometimes if I don't have time to finish a game, it is nice to break it into 2 halves. Oh my god. I'm just going to start over. Oh, let me go from this password because it's easier, isn't it? I took him with me. No, they were just happening after I'd done the power off. Even though I have used the save state, but... Who's Tom? Is that an autocorrect? Save states are very nice in this because this is tedious. I've not, well, I mean, I know about save states and things like that. I'm not like loading. It's not the condition of even the save state, it's just wiping the battery backup completely. So it's not even respecting the state of the battery backup of the save state. When we were playing Pele. Wow. Anyway, it didn't work. That's all I care about. Okay, there we go. That Pele. Right, I just need to get some money. Is it worth just grinding grass wind? Maybe we should try and go for the 4th place on the Pacific Coast. How has your day been? I have spent my day reading books, as usual, and talking to Dreamy. And now I need to sneeze. I actually didn't read as much as I would like. It took me all day to get into the right mind frame to actually sit down and read, and then when I finally did, it was like the end of the day. I got a good chunk done this evening. I almost was tempted to just not even bother streaming tonight with how late it was getting, but I enjoy streaming, so I wanted to do it. It was more a case of not that I wanted to stream, I just wished it wasn't already, not that I didn't want to stream, I was just wishing it wasn't already like 10 o'clock, I wished it was only like 6. It's a vicious cycle though of like going to bed late and getting up late. It's late earlier still, I don't know. Right to the what? Oh dear. What's a right to the minute update? I really do just need to pause. I just need to pause the game and stop trying to read chat. Oh, are you away or something? I think I saw you were doing a break. No, it's just, you know, you talk sometimes, it like vibrates your sinuses. So it was making me want to sneeze. Yeah, I've no idea about the SRAM stuff either. I wonder whether to just get, oops. Oops. I wonder if EverDrive Pro would help. Makes me feel better about buying RPGs though. Oh, do you know that was my plan actually? Some Shining in the Darkness. But it's already Tuesday. Seeing as I've got some time off work. Road Rash is taking, I have to say, a little bit longer than I expected. Well, maybe. No, yeah. I kind of felt like it would be taking around this long, but mostly due to a little bit of difficulty rather than difficulty plus grinding. I didn't realise I was going to be grinding so much to... Oh my god. I've seen it all in this game. I've seen it all. That was good. That was. I think I've made the game do everything now. Like that was like what, 140 kilometers in reverse? Marvel. Yeah, I'm gonna take you for a ride. Took me. Oh my god. Wah, wah, back. We're still in 9th place though. I mean, like, it's sort of in your favour in many ways, but you have to admit the rubber banding on this game is arse, isn't it? Like, it's like nobody can win because I went flying backwards. That was a crazy. It's very generous. It is. It really is in this one with the way it goes. Oh. Tits. Now we need a car to knock me like that, but forward. I hope this final bike has a lot more health than this one. I'm finding the HP is annoying me. Yeah. Officer! Oh my god, the game just shafts you sometimes like that. Oh wow, actually, I wasn't even arrested. It was everything went wrong. Get out my fucking way. Is this the correct password? Keep breaking the music though with the save states. The cops are getting smarter. They are. They've got like civilian cars, pedestrian cars. Watch out. On their side. Pedestrian cars are horses. That's yeah. Equestrian cars. Wow. Transformers. Ooh, I didn't need to, but I wanted to. Love you as well. Oh no way. Pedestrian cars, yeah. Oh my god. Shall I tell you something silly? I don't know, I shouldn't really, but it's going to make me look like a fool, but I feel like I do that on my own. My friend, I said, I mean, I thought I was being rather logical, but when I was learning to drive, I never passed. When I was learning to drive, one of the questions, like a pop quiz, my driving instructor said was, you know, like a zebra cross. What's a zebra crossing? And I said, you know, it's for people. Pelican crossing, can't even remember now. And then he said, what about a Pegasus crossing? And I said, is it? I said, is it for planes? And he gave me this look like, you fucking idiot. It made sense in my head. And I remember I told my friend about this. Is why I'm laughing, because I'm just remembering my friend's response instead. But she was just absolutely wetting herself. And I was like, what's so funny? She was like, I'm just imagining you pulling up in front, letting the Boeing 407 go by before you could continue on. I'll tell. In my brain, it was just like Pegasus is a flying horse, so I thought it was to do with flying. And I'm not an idiot. Like, I didn't think it was the planes going to be crossing the road. I was thinking, is it a special crossing that's used at airports? Pegasus Crossing's for horses, isn't it? You'd have assumed. Thank you. See? I think a Pegasus Crossing is for horses. But my brain went to flying, so I thought, is it like a specific crossing used in the airport for, like, when they're taxiing the planes around and stuff? So, but yeah, for some reason it's on. Yeah, you just call it a horse crossing. But then again, like a zebra crossing, wouldn't you just call it a people crossing? But we don't, because we're all crazy. I mean, it's because it looks like a zebra, I guess. But what's a pelican crossing got to do with pelicans? What is a pelican crossing? Is it just the zebra crossing with the lights on the top? Woo! Do you have pelican crossings in the States? In fact, do you have zebra? Do you use the same lingo? That was most of my conversations today with Dreamy, actually. We were discussing American stuff. You say pedestrian crossing? Oh, la-di-da. Zebra cars. Woo, Mary. The crosswalk, yeah, I've heard that actually. Pedestrian crossing. Yeah, we call it a zebra crossing. But do you have the black and because it's the black and white? So it is a what is a Pegasus crossing then? It is for horses, isn't it? Or equestrian crossing apparently. Yeah, it's a traffic light controlling for pedestrians and mounted horse riders. But yeah, this is why I don't drive. Can't use the crosswalk till you calm down. Oh, I like that. No, but wouldn't you need to? Surely you should use it. After you've used the crosswalk, you need to calm down. I'm ruining your joke, but yeah. That's what I'm here for. Shit, that cow! Oh! What fucking crossing does that need? A load of bull crossing. Don't run off with my bike. Yeah, bullshit crossing. What is that policeman doing? Arresting the tree? Or is he hiding behind the bush? Peekaboo! Ah! Can we please talk about something else? Because I'm in first place and I didn't realise, but now that I've realised, I'm driving like shit. Next conversation. I don't know. No, I need to zone in now. Sometimes you autopilot and it goes well, and sometimes it doesn't. Are we nearly there? Like, where's all the other bikers? Almost there. There's going to be that not bad red car coming over the hill with the police! Okay. I guess it isn't fixed.
What a great car!
I'm so scared right now. Ooh! Ah! No! No! Please cross your toes and your fingers. Oh, go, go, you bastard, go! Oh. I don't know where everybody is. I think they've all been arrested. Is this over? No! Oh no! Oh, come on! This fucking game! Oh! This has got no respect. It's garbage. That is so stupid. I'm upset. Exactly. They blocked the right lane and threw a fucking car on the side. Oh. Wow. Fuck you. I'm reading chat. Some of it's a bit long though, so I can't be arsed, I'm afraid. I thought we were really going to be in the money then. Oh wow, I'll carry on. Oh, I'm very upset about that. But also, I felt like we were sort of fluking that victory, and I don't know why. Like, did the game go weird and just despawn everybody? Or was I just driving like a god? Ooh. That would have been like $3,000 or something. That would have seen me really nicely for my next... Oh my god. For my next bike. I'm going to the hospital. Ooh. I think I was driving like a god. I think that's definitely what it was. Ooh! Moo! Everybody's just like hitting these cars, you know. There's old Natasha already.
Yes.
Oh, I nearly went into that sign. Hey, microtransactions, how are you? Oh! Ba-da-ba-ba-beep-beep-be-doo. Somebody else has gone. Dropping like flies. Whoa! Natasha, don't make me punch her. She's mean. Whee! I never like driving. I can't see. Oh! Good judgment call there. Oops. Whee! Oh! I think it's godly driving, definitely. I feel like I've improved overnight. Oh! Shit, there's a car and he's gonna be a knob. Oh, you knob, 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 knob. No, I can see you, I can see you. Oh, I didn't call you nothing. I said you're a very lovely man. Bugger. Going straight into that. You'd reopen your board game cabinet. You know, I've always wanted to do Dungeons and Dragons. I even brought some with me back from the UK, but it's like who to play with and how. I brought a starter kit thing that I've got that's from like the 90s. It's called First Quest and it came with a CD. Have I told you this before? I feel like I have. Looks exciting. My problem with Dungeons and Dragons though is I don't want to be the Dungeon Master, and I feel like if I was to ever try and get like a friend or two here to do it, I'd have to be the Dungeon Master. Because I'd be the one that would have to learn how to play. Although I did watch like quite a few videos about it, so I was sort of teaching myself anyway, but yeah. My friend back home does it now. I'm kind of jealous. If I lived there we would probably do it, but I don't. But yeah, she has a little Dungeons and Dragons group. It seems like it's a really awkward thing to do though, Dungeons and Dragons. Like you've really, really got to get the right people. How's the Rash? You've been missing it all, Critical. That's it. We'll never see such an exciting last 10 minutes of my Twitch live ever. Just saying. I don't like driving for that reason too, Smudgy. I can't. I feel in a constant state of anxiety where I can't do anything except focus on driving. I would be like, don't talk to me person. Because once I was driving and I got distracted, I started looking at like a bunch of kids coming out of a school. And then next thing you know, my driving instructor was like yanking the wheel because I know they went into the back of the car in front of me. And after that, I was just like, I hate driving. Because I had a little confidence bit where I thought, oh, actually, this is starting to click. I see how people can drive now, and you know, and it starts to become second nature. And then, boom! And I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'd have just died. And that made me think, no, I can't. I'd be one of those drivers that's just like, don't speak to me. I am driving. Woo! Woo! Like that. It's too hot. Oh, it's just been exhausting here. Yeah, I don't like it. Well, did you actually do it in the end, though? Oh, you still do drive? See, I never bothered finishing it. I went to uni. I didn't do my testing time, and then it was hard to continue my lessons while I was there. It was a total waste of money. My dad wasn't very happy. I did the practical. I passed it. Pegasus crossings and all. I'll end up being... Do you remember that woman? British people will... Oh my god. That woman... What was that? There was a TV show. It was like a reality TV show all about this woman trying to learn how to drive. And she was like in her 50s or something. Maureen, that was it, yeah. I'll be... It took her forever. She did it though, didn't she, in the end? Oh, that was when reality TV was nice. I mean, it was arguably just a documentary. But, yeah. I remember The Cruise as well with Jane McDonald. Why are you always there when there's a car? Zippy. Yeah, I was talking to Dreamy today about Americanisms and Britishisms and stuff. And I was saying, we both were agreeing that Americans that say could care less is really triggering. But then she was on about this new trend which I didn't even understand. Or, I mean, not understand, but didn't know. It's like people say, like, now or something instead of ass, like for TikTok, etc. A bit like how people say unalive instead of kill, because they don't want to get in trouble for some reason, like demonetized or shadow banned or whatever for saying kill. So people say, like, I'll type in the chat, but I did not know this one. Like it's I don't even know how to say it. That's what I was trying to ask her. I was like, what, like ah? And she was like, no, like ah. And I'm like, is it ah? but we're trying to do it through text. So I'm like, is it? Well, what do you mean by ah? Am I saying? Is it ah, like car or whatever? But she's like, no, it's just like that. But I'm like, but your accent's different to mine, so I'm not going to read that in the same way. Yeah, but the way that you say ass is probably different to the way that I say ass, right? Ass. AS? I don't know. But then I was trying to point out to Dreamy as well, like, if you think about it, arse, like Smudgy's just said, is just a British way of saying ass. But we say them interchangeably, I think, because of so much American media that we've got used to hearing the word ass. Ass also makes me think of a donkey, like a jackass. But arse is a buttock and nothing else. I find arse is more powerful, has more emphasis than ass. Ass feels a bit lighter and American. But AHH, I would read that as R. I wouldn't read that as A. And Dream was like, oh well, what do you say like when you go to the dentist? Like say that. And I'm like, no, I would say ah. This is like, you know, checking or tonsillitis and I go ah, not eh. And I'm like, you just have a different accent. This is not working. It's not translating. So, and I'm still just like, which is it? I need to just watch a video because I don't get how people can say it in a sentence. Like, you wouldn't say a dumb time. Dumb time? But I can't even imagine someone saying that. It just sounds stupid. Where am I? 7th. No! Watch out for the tree! Okay. It's fine. Oh, hello, officer! You know, the police could just arrest you. They don't need to kill you. Do you say road... Whoops. Why aren't paws working all of a sudden? Do you say road rash or do you say road rash? If you're feeling posh. This is America. Oh! Road Rash. Oh, another one that's weird though. You say R-type. Yeah, exactly. R-type. Not air-type. Wasn't lucky, it was skill. Skill with dramatic flair. Road Rush. No! Oh my god, I hate this game right now. Ooh, I like this remix. Mega Drive's just like, I don't know what instruments to play because I was using these others a minute ago and I'm confused. Is it R or is it A? We'll finish a course eventually, you know. Like, just don't you think they're too long. The fact that you can't even finish without wrecking your bike, even though I'm driving like a god gamer. It's nothing to do with me. Exactly. Hashtag god gamer. I am actually already a god. I had my, hypothesis. Is that the word? Anybody that's been here for a long ass time will remember my I can't remember it. Can somebody spell it? I can't remember how to say it. I've got the word in my head. Apotheosis? Apotheosis? Is that the word? Yeah, that one. So I had that when I beat Kingsfield. That was the achievement. I beat Kingsfield 1 and became a god. I was quite... Apotheosis, that was it. I can't remember where that came about. Dreamy might remember. This was about 5 years ago. I think it was somebody said in chat while I was playing it that like only a god gamer can beat this game or something. So I beat it and became a god. It wasn't that hard, it really wasn't. It's just a little bit old. So what do you become when you beat Road Rash? A saint? Not that many people have beat Road Rash. It feels like everybody I speak to, nobody's actually finished it. They all just played it a lot and then that was that. Except maybe 1 or 2 people. But you know, there's always room in the pantheon for me, right? Wasn't that hard? It really wasn't though, Kingsfield. It's just that when you first play it, it feels like the jankiest game ever, and you just think it's like impossible. But once you like play it for about an hour, it just clicks, and then it's really not that big of a deal. It's got a very forefronted difficulty as well. Like once you get your bearings and what you're doing and stuff, and inventory, it eases off. It takes a while to get used to the combat as well. But I think a lot of people would just get initially turned off it and not bother. Sometimes, there's quite a few games like that though. When they say God Gamer, Rash heals. The healing touch. Ooh! Bob didn't make it. Ooh! Why is the cow, like... It's fine that I went over the cow, but like, what about all these cars? Oh my god. That's the kind of shit you don't react to. Is it even worth it? 10th place? I'm probably going to die before I get to the end anyway. Call the police. Tell them they suck. Bloody cows. Ooh. God, God, God. That's me. Oh. You have to believe in me. how I get my power. More praying, please. Ten Hail Marys, and I will get over the hill. Ooh! Who didn't believe? Which one of you is a non-believer? Ooh, hey O'Connor. Should we do a different course? No. GG, there's the non-believer. Sacrifice them. Hey Gorenfell. I demand blood. Looks very... oh dear. It is. This is level 4 of 5. Let's just start that again, shall we? I don't eat anything because I am a god. I don't need food. I don't need sustenance. Just need to punch Otis in the face for my pleasure. Luna sounds like a fake god to me. Take your Latin shit and shove it up your arse. Or your ass if you're American. Or your ah. Or your hog hide. Ooh, you. Crikey. Son of a bitch! Oh, that fucking bike hit me. Moonshine's everywhere. Oh. The Grateful Dead is the Grateful Unalive. Oh my god. It's pathetic. It's pathetic that people are shadowbound though as well, but it's pathetic that people cater to it. See, how am I in 11th when I've been driving like a fucking demon for the last 4 minutes, don't you think? Then you can drive like shit and just end up in 5th place. So much of it just seems to come down to fluke. Of like the other riders just being bumbling idiots. You're rude. You're fucking rude. Oh my god, can we stop lining up like that? It's like, can you survive 6 minutes of road rash without it just being a dickhead? Once. The answer is no. "49 seconds. Whoa. See that is when it's just being a fucking arsehole. I already saw the car on the right lane at the last second. I'm like, shit, move into the left lane. Nope, throws one in the fucking left lane. But it's like just trying to not have the game do this within like a 6-minute bloody long race. Ah! I'm in the middle of long. I'm on a corner. Whatever. I just hit Natasha. She's gonna be mad. Whew. Well, we are well past level 2. Thing is, I'm halfway through now, but I'm also halfway through my bike health. Shit. Thanks. Oh my god, it just wouldn't let me fucking turn because he banged me. Can't even survive an entire race tonight. Let alone, I mean, like, I think I'm placing better, but not finishing. If I could just finish the pissing course without crashing. It's like that balance of having to ride aggressively, but then you crash. Main hazards are cars spawning on corners as you're going round because you can't move, and cars appearing from behind hills. Or a combination of both. Can't even go round that corner. You know, it's all easy saying like, oh, you should just stick here, you should just stick there. Gravity, like momentum, velocity, whatever it is, just sucks you around the corner. I didn't want to be in the left-hand lane then. Literally holding the brakes on and holding right, but round we go. This is how savage level 5's gonna be, isn't it? Even with my best bike. Oh. Ooh. Hey Barface, how are you? Bloody hell, like cows straight after a hill. Oh, I just... can't foresee all this shit. Dash is getting mean, it's getting like skitching territory. No, I feel like there's still a lot more in your control. I'm dreading the next difficulties level though. No! I generally don't like to be in the left lane unless I can avoid it because it's the most dangerous because the cars come so quick. I'm also trying to follow the bikers ahead of you, because they often are usually in the right place. You started this last night, you're on level 2. It's rough, isn't it? You're going to take work off? Being an ass about it? Well, I'm off today and tomorrow. And then I'm in for a day. Didn't slow down anywhere near early enough. Oh my god, anything else? Run over, dead, busted, crashed. Hey Sadie, how are you? Can I just start the course? Can I just start the race course? Ooh. You regretted staying up too late. What were you doing? Oh my god, like, no! See, even the computer can't get past this game's bullshittery. Need to beat a certain number of... We need to place between 1st and 4th in all 5 races to then proceed to the next difficulty level. And there are 5 of them. We're on the 4th of 5 now. But I mean, to be honest, right now I'm just trying to finish the race to get some money would be a start, so I can buy the better bike. But I keep wrecking my bike and not finishing. I've done one of them on. I came in 3rd, I think, and I've done this one at 5th. Which needs to do a little bit better. Oh my god, it's just so hard because it's like 6 or 7 minutes long, these race courses now. TV. I spent most of the day reading today. I was catching up a bit with Breathe In, Bleed Out. Put some comments on the story graph. Watch out for you, you're wanting some more action. It's a very short book. I'm not going to say too much about it live, but it's very short, isn't it? I can't believe I'm like almost halfway through it, especially because like it doesn't feel like a lot's happened. But it's also not really a very long book. I'm half tempted to read another one. Depend on when everybody else finishes. I don't know. I'm almost like, should we just read another one too that's like short also from the list? It's very easy to read though, I think is what it also is. Very narrow road is. It's not as. This is actually one of the easier courses though, I think, because it's not as. The bends are a lot more like, I don't know, just proper, not zigzaggedy. About halfway through the race, and I'm halfway through my health. Our problem is the bike health. It's too low. We've had like 4 or 5 crashes. God, I wasn't even sure where to go. Finish that longer book. Oh, how is that? I don't know what it's about really, or if I want to read it. I just know that it's famous. I finished my book yesterday that I was reading, Birdman, so then I went into overdrive a bit more with this one, but I'm thinking of reading, you know, from the book choices from last month? Ah! When we did the... Oh, fucking, of course there's a police officer right there. When we did The Last Passenger, one of the books that didn't get picked, The Better Mother, I'm going to read that one by myself, I decided today. I mean, if anybody wants to read it with me, you're welcome to join me on a buddy read on the story graph, but yeah. Only one person voted for it, so I figured it was the one that had the least interest, and I was really wanting to read that one, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it. Because it just sounded like my cup of tea. The YouTubers I've watched, some people was just selling it as being like a mix between The Hand That Rocks the Cradle and Fatal Instinct. And The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, I love that film. Fatal Instinct, not so much, but I like the vibes of it. I like 90s kind of crazy thrillers like that. So I'm gonna give that one a go. Now that I've finished Birdman, I'm also trying to finish The Housemaid's Secret. That's really short as well. I've just got... there's certain books that I started that I kind of wish I hadn't. Because they're just dragging and I'm not so interested in them too much. Like, but I want to finish them, but it's not that they're bad books, but they're just not as exciting as other stuff I read, so then I just tend to just leave them for ages. Like, I'm still reading The Serpent and the Night. The Serpent and the Night Wing, or The Wings of Night or something. It's a romantasy with a vampire kind of story in it. I don't even know why I started it, to be honest. I think it was just that at that particular moment I'd watched the video and I didn't have many books on the go, and I decided to try a romantasy genre. And it's fairly popular. It's okay. It's quite action orientated though, so there's actually been no romance yet, and I'm halfway through it. But I don't think it'll be a life-changing book. Let's just read a couple of chapters, like a chapter every so often or something. But it's long as well, so I've been reading it for like 3 months. Oscar the Last Third. 90%, only one of them. I'm still reading Interview with the Vampire as well, which is one of my favourite books. I absolutely love that book, but because I've read it twice already, I'm not as compelled to continue. I probably shouldn't have bothered rereading it, but it had been so long since I last read it, and I wanted to jump straight into I wanted to do the Vampire Lestat properly again afterwards, and Queen of the Damned. But it was before I was getting into thrillers, so I started it like 4 or 5 months ago, but I just need to sit down and finish it. Yeah, I've just got these books that are sort of lingering. Because they're not page-turn thrillers. And then for some stupid reason I started reading Twilight. I feel like I'd be better off audio booking Twilight. I'm not that invested in it, it's just sort of a bucket list read. Sometimes the mood takes me there, like I'll just be in the bath and I'll just be like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to read a chapter of Twilight. The other thing was, because I was reading 50 Shades, I wanted to have the reference of like how much it was ripping off Twilight. I shouldn't really be reading that, to be honest. There's just so much better things to read, I don't know why I'm bothering. I think it's just because I have a personality where I find it hard to let something go if I've ever sort of started it. And because years ago I read the first book in the 50 Shades trilogy, I kind of feel like I need to finish the trilogy to know what happens and to draw a line under it. I didn't hate it either though, it was just silly and was what it was. Like I've said before, I kind of respect something like 50 Shades more than something else just because of the fact that it's sincere in what it's trying to do. I prefer the sincerity of it to a sort of self-aware, cynical satire, kind of wink wink. We're making something bad, but we know we are, so then it's not bad, right guys, or something like that? I don't know. I'm just okay with her just owning her writing. Even if it is a bit cringe. Fucking cows everywhere. Fucking hell. Mistakes at the end suck. I knew I was gonna fucking crash again immediately. It's so hard when you're trying to build your speed back up with the way that the traffic moves. Ooh. The roadblocks are too much. Hey, Rash Charity. Oh, third place. I'll take it. Good God, I'll take it. Could have been second. So it's taken me an hour and a half to finish a single race and make any money. At least that's got like 150 health. Look at the watch street. Okay, so that's 2 races done. I don't know if this is just try and grind money now, though. Oh boy. Should we go for the redwood forest? I need a pee before I do. Just for your information, I will be back. We've made a little bit of progress. Get on his level. Where are we? Who am I? Ow! Oh! Oh, I'm controlling you. Hey! Oh, fuck! Who's like throw it there for his face? Oh, well, fuck you! Woo! What is going on? Is this baseball? This is intense! Is anybody trying to win? That's a hot. That's a thing in itself. This is an interesting enemy. Don't do the worms though. Why do I have a spider on my baby's head? Is this a problem? We seem to be okay with it. Get off! I'm not sure having this... is it really a problem having this spider? The package deal. Oh, I'm a sitting duck to get killed. Just can't crouch. Why do the NPCs on this game have to be such tits? Like, why is she in the secret corridor? Get out! Oh, wow. I was not ready for that. He talks as well. Oh, good. Oh, there he is! Stop! Oh! Don't look. My heart is pounding right now. Fucking Jesus. Fucking cat, I'm just going for it. Whew! It's done. Victory. Oh, I love the smell of salt. That's why I live here. Okay. Riveting conversations with dogs. Where's the air? Oh, you're not air, you're a fucking manta. Nobody wants that. Ah! Dead. I went the dead end. Yes! Ah, that was it. It's done. It's fucking done. Right. Oh, I know. I sat down and I saw the end of that clip playing from Lotus and it just reminded me that I can do this, right? I can totally do this because we've beaten that and that was just something else. If I can do Lotus Turbo Challenge, I can do a bit of Road Rash. You know, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a reminder of how many video games I've finished at this point. Because, you know, is my tag still on there? My tag. Have played games with Floor before. I have. I've played games before, did you know? I have played video games. I get there in the end. I'm not a god gamer, even though we might claim so. But I do get there in the end. What is that? I'm the pilgrim. Is this my first video game? No, it's not. It's my 287th. It's not though, because I played on the console. Don't lie, you're not a first-time viewer. You've got a subscription badge next to your name. Oh, don't tell me Super Monaco GP's hard. There's the racing games. Oh my god. Most of the racing games so far, though, they're really hard, but they control very well. Because, you know, as absolutely balls hard as Lotus Turbo was, you cannot fault the controls. It was just controlled beautifully, but was designed by people that did not get enough hugs when they were younger. They were very bitter, angry. I don't think it was even the original developer. It's like the people that ported it. They just decided that they were gonna choose violence that day when they ported that game off the Amiga, because it's just awful. Like, it was something stupid like 30 hours it took me to finish that one track. It's great. Trying to finish it is not. That storm level. I would love to know how many people have actually finished the storm level on the Mega Drive. I would love to know, because I know two people, maybe three people, and then I know that the Amiga speedrunner, I asked them to have a go at it, and he managed to finish it with like a second to spare using like save states. I mean, obviously he'd not really had too much of an attempt at it, but yeah, he was just like, yeah, this is not the same as the Amiga version. Something's gone wrong with the timings, because you can finish the Amiga version with a few seconds. It's still hard. The last track on Lotus is bullshit. The last two tracks are hard, to be honest, but the very last track is something else. It demands complete perfection, pretty much from start to end. The very first checkpoint, you will always go past the first checkpoint with 0 seconds on the clock. Every single run. If you even just bump a car funny, you won't make it. It's absolutely ludicrous what that game wants. I finished it, as you could see in that clip, I finished it with 0 seconds. The whole thing. And there were so many running out of time right in front of the finishing line. The hardest part is the final stretch as well, and that's what makes it so miserable. Because I got so good at the start of it, but the final bit you have to hit all these turbo boosts, and if you miss them, you're fucked. I think that game's just broken. I think because it's a port, and I think they ported it wrong. I don't think that they really paid too much attention to it and just thought they'll figure it out. The Amiga version is very, very difficult, but it looks like they have an expectation. Like, they give you about a 4. From looking at the speedrun, I think the speedruns can finish it with about 5 to 6 seconds to spare. Whereas, like, the Mega Drive version, it seems like... I did it on 0, but I think you can do it a little bit better than I did. I think you can do it with about 1 to 2 seconds leeway. But, like, come on. To finish a course, you're only going to give people a margin of error of like a second. It's bullshit. No, it's not even that, because I was playing it at 50 Hz. It's even worse at 60 because the timer's wonky. But no, I think it's just well, it might be because of the way that they tried to convert it, perhaps. But yeah, the timings are just screwy. They didn't give you an adequate time for the level. And maybe they did base it off something and it went wrong in the translation. Right, what are we going to do next? Do I dare do the awful, awful Palm Desert? I actually feel like the Palm Desert may end up not being the worst of these. I think Sierra Nevada is going to be the bitch, because it's got all those zigzaggedy roads at the end. Bit of a jam, isn't there? I haven't been able to finish Lotus 2 yet though. I hit a roadblock with that one. Like I hit that car. I need to go back to that. I'm just kind of scared because I honestly don't even know where to begin with that snow level. God, I'm not even coming anywhere near close. Those courses feel like a lot less thoughtful. It's got the course level design gimmick in it. Ouch. It's got that. It's really confusing. So there's like 3 Lotus games. There's Lotus 1 is not on the Mega Drive. Lotus 2 is renamed to just Lotus. And then Lotus 3 is renamed to Lotus 2. And Lotus 2 Rex has got the RECS, I think it is, thingy, and I can't remember what it stands for, but it's like this level generator thing that it's got in it. But I think as a result, the main levels that you can play, they're not really very interesting because they're just using components of the course design feature. I'm not really as keen on Lotus 2. Doesn't feel as well crafted. But there's like 3 different difficulties and 2 different modes as well. There's like the time attack mode, and then there's the racing against other vehicles mode. Wasn't that really long race too? Yeah, you have to do like 15 races or something. So I did both versions of them on the easier courses. And then I did one of them on normal, and then did I do both the normals? I think I did. And then I think I'm on the hard difficulties now. And then one of the hard difficulties, there's this snow ice level, and I just couldn't see how to even complete it because of the slipping physics and stuff. I wasn't even, like, I was way off from even being close to ever getting through the checkpoint on time. I couldn't see how I could improve so dramatically. And then I ended up having a long break and I ain't gone back to it. I also don't know how I'm going to play at this, but because I was playing it at 50 Hz emulated, I'm going to have to do it back on that again or see how it runs at 60 Hz on real hardware, but I don't know if that would be a bit screwy. Yeah, it's all the levels in one game, but the difficulties have different amounts of levels. So like the easy levels, there's only something like 5 or 6 courses or something, and then normal there was like, I think it was 5, and then it's 10, and then hard is 15. 15 races, no game overs. But they're not even the same courses. Because originally I was like, well, I could just do it on easy because you do get a credits roll, and some people when they do these console playthroughs, a credits roll is enough, but I kind of felt like, well, I wasn't really seeing the game because there was loads of courses that you don't even get to see, like different terrains and stuff if you only did the easy ones. You remember there's that weird futuristic level that I hated with the laser beams? That was arse. But then it's like Famous Last Worlds, isn't it? Like when I did that with Formula 1, remember when I finished the regular racing championship mode, and then I was like, okay, let's have a go at arcade mode. How hard could it be? 40 hours later. Oh, that's a nasty turn. No, this course sucks because it just does these turns like that where you turn to the left like for a few seconds and then it suddenly goes boom back again. But there's no foreshadowing. It's just shit, mean design. And it's all this stuff because the way the game works, each difficulty adds on extra bits. So, you know, we're in the 5th and 6th minute now. This is where the course gets shitbaggy. Whereas on the lower difficulties, when the course was shorter, it was actually okay at these until then. And you were just generally riding slower. Like all this crap at the end, it's just rubbish. Rubbish Rash. I just want to finish at this point. Even at 11, just get some money. I'm gonna get wrecked. Ah! See cars coming everywhere, you bastard. Oh, that'll learn you. Oh my god. Whoa! Trying to work out which car was in which lane. Where does this course end? Then, okay. Right, I'll take my $320. I don't care. We ain't doing that one again. Not for a minute. Let's try Redwood Forest. Keep your distance from Heldon. Thanks for the $320, yes. Held on, yep, held high. J-Man. Bob. Need to scratch my eye at the worst times. Lovely log cabin. It's sometimes just, yeah, trying to turn the certain corners at certain speeds. Oh, dear, fuck this. Crashing once can often just be crashing 5 times. Punching Biff. You prick. Why are they just being bellends at the minute? It is a shame though a little bit with the game, like the combat aspect of it really does take a back seat after the initial difficulty, because it's just, you're very rarely ever next to somebody long enough to fight them at this difficulty. Sort of isn't really a gameplay feature after a while, except the beginning. Thank you. Jesus, that bump. Ooh, hot mess going on over there. Love to see it. Hate to see that. Shit. Out. That car was just driving straight in the middle lane. The hitbox as well, sometimes like that. That was a bit. Why am I hitting that car? Oh, fucking hell! Wow, that was like a minute of the game just being a complete asswipe. I was trying to hang on. Cars to the left of me. Cows to the right. Oh my god. I don't like this sort of weird physics where it doesn't seem like they punch me or anything. It's just they hit me and I fall off my bike. The kick is so shit. Whoa! Please don't launch me into a tree. That car. Oh, come on! That white car was just absolute awful placement. And then, hello, another car. Go around Spike. Whoa. Oh my god. It don't matter where you are, you're damned if you do. I was literally like going over the hill thinking I should probably move to the side in case there's a car coming forwards this way. No, I'm just going to the back of another car instead. With a cow staring at me. Jesus, this red car, like, did you have to be there on that nasty, nasty turn? Answer is yes. Oh, fucking hell. I'm not overtaking anybody because I have to keep riding so carefully on all these bloody turns of cars. Game's really being a dickhead. Oh my god! Was there any need for 2 cars? Oof. Fucking hell. Oh my god, what's this bike? Whoa! Savage. Oh my god. Nobody left. Can you think of Christmas time? It's all the boxes, isn't it? Are they pines? Where are we? No, they're supposed to be redwoods, I guess. The tall ones. Ooh. I like the little cabins. Need snow. Body's dead. What about Spike? Ah! God, the camera view as well really does it. Oh, I'll leave that to you. Sorry, Natasha. Oh! game is really trying to knock me over. Let me past. I just can't catch up with anybody though. Oh. Like I'm driving so well, and yet I'm not making any overtaking. Oh, fuck off! Oh. That was my chance to overtake him. Threw a fucking car in my face. AP. Yeah, whatever. Fucking game. 5,000. I don't even think, like, no, it's 10,000. Like, the bike ain't gonna make a difference. Wow, it's itchy and annoying. You touch me, you die. Simple. Oh my god, she's mad. She's actually mad now. You know what? She's a bitch. I don't care. I've tried to work my way around her, but she's just, yeah, whatever. She's kicked me off the road one too many times. Oh, a retro star one, yeah. I remember like climbing in the back of cars. You know, we used to push the seat forward and winding the window down. Do you remember that? Cars used to just be a lot lower down as well, didn't they? Like, you had to probably get into them. Jeep with the handle. You get the ones that are proper stiff as well. Oh, the whole of the race has just ran into that cow. My God. You weren't driving out. Where? Wow. Oh, is that Natasha? She gonna get this. Ah! Sad face. Moo moo. Moo. Flynn. Oh no, not Officer Flynn. Officer Flynn! Could these cars be any more annoying? Ooh. Ooh. Hyundai Grandeur. Oh, like a retro throwback. I can't ever see them doing it in a mass production way. I could imagine like as a whatchamacallit, like a collector, expensive, rich person's thing. It's like people that buy like classic cars, I guess, isn't it? Ooh, where are they going? I mean, we're going towards a self-driving future, aren't we? Have you ever heard of John Mars' CD? Anybody else is welcome to answer as well, but... he writes these... I'm going to tell you even if you have. He writes like speculative fiction stuff, like Black Mirror-esque things, as well as writing just psychological thrillers. He does 2 times. He's a British author. a couple of his speculative fictions I was interested in. And one of them is about a future where all the cars are self-driving or whatever, and then these passengers get stuck in their self-driving cars on a one-way ticket into crashing or something. It's like it's a game show or something. Oh, come on! Let me win! Stop being so obnoxious. God, what's the trick there? Cars all directions. Yeah, it's like a voting game show or something. Of like who that you're voting for, who will survive. Or something like that, I don't know. It sounds lame the way I'm telling it, but it sounds kind of interesting. His other ones sound really cool. I think his most famous book is called The One, and it had a Netflix TV show, but everybody that I watch online generally says that the Netflix show, like fans of his books, don't like the show. It's totally different. I'm gonna read it. I was tempted to put it... Oh, fucking hell. I'm really getting tired of not being able to just even finish the races. Should we just grind out something easy? Let's try Grass Valley. I say it's easy. But anyway, yes, I was thinking about The One for book club actually. He's just done a new version of it as well with bonus chapters. The One is about a future where, I mean, basically a lot of the stuff he does is very Black Mirror-esque kind of things, you know, like in a not too distant future with a kind of concept. Predictions about now. Old right, yeah, what you mean like George Orwell 1984 kind of thing, when we've gone through it. So he's written one called The One, and it's about a future where you can go on a website to submit your DNA and get DNA testing that will determine who is your The One. But the thing is, like, I think the twist in it is that the person that is matched as the one might not necessarily be somebody you expect. For example, it could be somebody that's the same gender as you and you didn't know. Like, and actually the one is somebody and you're straight or something like that. Or you think you are. Oh, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. And I think one of the ones that I heard about is something like a policewoman finds out that her actual The One is a serial killer or something like that. But it's like, you know, just because they're the one, they might not be what you ideally immediately think. Or something like that. I'm not really sure how it can be a thriller, but yeah, I only know the concept. And another one is something about the marriage program or something. It's a future where everybody is in marriages and they'll get special funding from the government if they're in a good marriage, but they have to agree to let like the government like spy on them. Well, exactly, that's what I think is the interesting thing for the book. But so you agree, it's sort of a bit like, apparently the author was saying he was inspired with like Alexa stuff, you know how like, you know, everybody's got all these Alexas in their homes that can just be listening to you. So if you want to get the bursary grant from the government, you have to also agree to let them listen to your married life, and if your marriage isn't going very well, they will intervene and either tell you to get separated or whatever, or try and save your marriage or something. It's supposed to be weird. The other one that he's written, I can't remember what it's called, but it's about a future where it's too expensive to have children now, so people just have virtual children in VR instead, because nobody can afford real kids. And there's like a television show where the prize will be to have enough money to have their own real child. It all just sounds like kind of interesting. I can see some of them just being either incredibly lame or incredibly interesting. But that's one branch of books that he writes, and honestly, they just sound like episodes of Black Mirror, don't they? And then the other stuff that he does is just your bog standard psychological thriller stuff. But those ones, I think they're all set in the same sort of universe, his near future universe. The Merge. Put a link in the Discord. I'll look at anything book-wise, and to be honest, I'll just add it to a to-read list if it takes my fancy, and I'll get to it if I do or I won't. You know, my to-read list now is like 300 books though, but I'm always adding stuff to it because I figure I can always delete it later. But it's nice when I'm thinking what to read, I can just flick through the list and be like, oh, what's that? I'm not very good at like just pulling books out of thin air, so I like to hear about them from somebody over YouTube. Although I did today do that. I added a brand new book today from thin air because I'm reading. I'm going to read the Better Mother. I'll look at the spoilers if I don't want to. I'm going to read The Better Mother, which was one of the books from 2 months ago that didn't win the vote, and it was the lowest voted. Only one person voted for it, so I figured maybe people weren't very interested in it, so I'm just going to read it by myself. If anybody wants to join me reading it, then you can hit me up with a buddy read on the story graph, but I'm going to read it. And while I was just looking for it, I ended up finding another book with the exact same title by a different author, and then I just decided to thought, you know what, and it was only 200 pages or something, so I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to put that on my to-read list and just go on a total, I don't know, is it Destiny? I read the synopsis very briefly and thought, that sounds alright. It's a psychological thriller, and I like those. Author I've never heard of, seem maybe indie, don't know. And I think it's about a woman who's a married woman who with her husband, and a 30-year-old boy shows up at their house who is her husband's son or something, and so she welcomes him into the house, but it's something about has she welcomed in a murderer or something. I think there's something wrong with him. So Better Mother looks interesting to you. If you'd like to join me, do hit me up. I won't be, well, I don't know, it depends if it grabs me, but I read the first 2 pages today and then decided, no, just I need to finish The Housemaid's Secret, so, but I'm probably going to read some of The Better Mother tomorrow. If you want to hit me up on a buddy read, you're welcome. I find it fun, you know, when you're reading the same book and you can just like make a little comment. The buddy read thing on the story graph is a little bit different though. Oops. Because you don't make topics like you do on the read along. The buddy read is just done by you add comments and you put the percentage thing for each one, so it might be a little bit licky. Maybe give or take a few percent just in case. I would just do it with chapters, to be honest. Officer! But yeah, I don't know if it'll be a very good book, but oh shit. I like the 2 books that people have compared it to, the 2 films that people have compared it to. And just 2 of the people that I follow. There's actually a funny one, really. One of them is a proper YouTuber that I watched her video and she talked about it and just said it was really good fun. The other one, she does YouTube, but I don't really watch her videos. I don't feel like she makes a lot of videos about the books she reads though, but I follow her on Goodreads anyway, and to be honest, I don't really know anything about her. But Oh, you're very welcome. That's nice to hear. Thank you for speaking up to say that. I know what you mean. I do watch some... I mean, I do this with YouTube, actually. Like, I watch a lot of these things. It's sort of just comforting, a bit of company. Oh my god. I just finished the damn race in one piece. And preferably 5th place. Is that the end? That's the end. Right, I'll take it. 5th place. Why are we highlighting Sergio? Nobody cares. Makes me think it's me. Right, how much money have we got now? 10,000. It is such a grindy slog. I don't even think that was that easy. I feel like the Palm Beach was, the Pacific Coast I was getting better at it. But yeah, if you like Mega Drive, I'm always playing the Ode Mega Drive. Sometimes I do other stuff, but I am on a mission to try and finish all these Mega Drive games. Oops. There is a list. At the moment we're in Road Rash Hell. How many scenes? So there's 5 courses. I've finished Pacific Coast because I placed 3rd. I've finished Grass Valley because I placed 3rd. I need to place between 1 to 4 on Sierra Nevada, Palm Desert and Redwood Forest. But I also want to get the next bike, and it's kind of hard for me to win on these ones, so I might just try and replay Pacific Coast to get some cash. I've got a big stick and it's got your name on it. Oh, she won't let it go, will she? I literally punched her once in the entire video game and she's got a problem. Meanwhile, Otis just takes it every race and he just gets on with his life. Pacific Coast, woo! Although it doesn't look like the picture, it looks like very green. Yeah, that Better Mother, it just sounds kind of fun because the way... Oh, so the YouTuber that I don't really watch, but I read her reviews, and I like the fact that she just seems like a very honest person. She gives a lot of 3 stars or lower sometimes, and she just, even if it's something that seems like it's been popular with everybody else, she'll just be like, eh. So I don't know why, I just seem to value her opinion, even though I'm not really watching any of her content. I just followed her immediately after. I think I watched one video. I need to look her back up again, but I forget, because you know what YouTube's like with algorithms, because I don't watch her frequently, she doesn't come up in my feed. But her and this other YouTuber, they just gave it such glowing reviews in terms of just like, this book is insane, like, it's so exciting, I couldn't put it down, I read it like almost in one sitting, it was just unhinged. And that doesn't to me necessarily mean that the book's gonna be like changing my life, you know what I mean? But like, it's like a thriller. If it's gonna be like Fatal Attraction or The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, I'm not going there for like deep, meaningful like storytelling. I'm going for unhinged, crazy woman. So just give it me. Bunny boiler, greenhouse rigger. Ugh. As long as it's interesting. Have you seen the thing that's doing the round? I don't know if you watch a lot of book talk and stuff. I don't. I only watch YouTube, but it seems like people are whinging again about like people who claim to read 20 books a month or something, and no, they must be lying. Like, I don't. Nowhere near. But I kind of think like I can imagine people doing that if that's like all they do. And also, I'm just not a very fast reader. But like, some of the people that I watch, you have seen that. So the YouTuber that I really enjoy, called the Pasta Bookshelf, she just made a video about it because she's just pissed off. whenever she makes videos, that's the kind of comments that she always gets, like, how can you read 30 books? Like, 'cause she reads usually, I can't speak. She usually reads about 20 books a month, and she reviews them all. And the way she talks about them, I believe her. I mean, I'm sure she's not hanging on every single word. Do you need to, though, when you read a book? Like, sometimes you do just sort of glaze over description now and then. I do. And like she said, she doesn't necessarily retain all the information over time, but like, she's not reading to write an essay about it afterwards. She's just enjoying it in the moment and then moving on. And I think one of the most interesting points, you had no jobs or other hobbies. I mean, she's got a job, she works at home though, and also she includes audiobooks. There's a lot of snobbery about whether audiobooks count, but she has a baking kind of job, so she listens to audiobooks while she's baking. And but also now she's sort of stepped back on that, and she's kind of a YouTuber about books, so it's kind of partly her job to read books. So it's in her business to read more books. But also, she doesn't watch TV or movies. This is me now as well. Like, I'm reading a lot lately, but it's because I'm also choosing to dedicate my free time to it. When I'm not streaming on Twitch and playing video games, I'm reading books now. I don't watch Netflix, I don't watch films. So it's like, you know, oh, people have binged the entire new season of whatever TV show, but nobody says that that's weird. Making videos takes time, it does, yeah. But I mean, that's what she does, like, in her evening, she just gets comfy in bed and sits and reads for 4 or 5 hours, instead of binge watching Netflix or something, or scrolling TikTok for like 3 hours. You know, it's like, I don't want to be rude about this, but I'm just going to be kind of candid. But you know when people say that they don't have time? I used to say this, like, I don't have time to read. It's bullshit. You do have time to read. You're just not you're not allocating time for it. You're using the time on something else. You don't want to read. You prioritize something else instead. That's what it is, and that's fine. But there's no such thing as I don't have time to read. If you don't have time to read, you don't have time to do anything. Like, at all. I sort of understand it maybe if you're a parent, like you're a new mom or something, and you don't have free time, but even then, like, you could read like 5 pages on the fucking toilet, do you know what I mean? Like, there's always time to read, it's just you're choosing not to, for whatever reason you have. You may say you have no time to read, but then you'll be on like Twitter for 20 minutes. You know, when sometimes I can't read a lot, because I'm just busy that day, but I often will read just for like 10 minutes over my cornflakes in the morning, or I'll read for like 10 minutes on the subway on the way to work, instead of watching a YouTube video. There's nothing wrong with not reading though, but to say that you don't have time to read, I think is usually an exaggeration of the truth. Doing art from lack of time. Exactly. Reading you can't though, because obviously you need to engage with it, but if you want to do, you could do audiobooks instead. I find it hard to do audiobooks though. I can't concentrate very well. Yeah, if you've got time to watch TV and scroll your phone, you've got time to read. Because the thing too, I think the myth is that, oh, you must have, to be able to read, you need to have a 2-hour time block. You can read for 10 minutes. It's perfectly acceptable to just read for 10 minutes. Sometimes I just read in the bath for like 5 or 10 minutes, you know what I mean? I did that tonight before I went live. You know, I read chapter 13 of Breathe In, Bleed Out while I was in the bath today. You know, just sitting there relaxing and reading a book instead of watching a YouTube video. So, some people that read while listening to streams. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't believe that they're really listening. It's just they've got noise on. I couldn't read a book and listen to a stream because something is not going in. Oh yeah, Reader's Digest in the toilet. I mean, I was trying not to be crude, but yeah, just like read a book while you're taking a crap. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's always time to read. Really good for kids. I used to listen to so many audiobooks when I was a kid. The thing is though, I think the original image of audiobooks was for kids. I think it's changed more with adults, don't you think? When I was a kid, like, I had loads of... my mum just bought them me. She used to buy me lots of story cassettes. We didn't call them audiobooks, we just called them, like, story cassettes or whatever, yeah. I used to enjoy listening to them. Oh, it's absolute... I mean, I know that you've got kids now. You should totally do that. I used to listen to them in bed to self-soothe before going to sleep. I used to struggle when I was a kid for quite a long time actually. I used to struggle to sleep with the light off, but I also used to struggle with... Eventually I got better, okay without the light on, but I always used to sleep with music on or a story, one or the other. Probably, oh god, I used to listen to CDs while I was sleeping, probably even into my early teens. I used to listen to just like an album. I hated the silence. It's funny now because I'm the total opposite. Now I can't stand noise. I think I used to like music though because it masked noise. But now I just find it's too disruptive. But yeah, I don't like noises. But I used to listen to... I used to have like... I had 2 Doctor Who audio things, I think. I had like 2 of the Tom Baker stories on audio. Like the not audio books, but you know, like, cause it was a TV show, like what do you call it? Like an audio drama. I also had the children's books Jennings, which is like an old British kids book about like some kid at boarding school. That was read by Stephen Fry. I used to really enjoy that. Jennings again. I had some Just William audiobooks as well. I used to really enjoy the Roald Dahl ones too. I used to really love Danny the Champion of the World. That was a great audiobook that I had. I don't remember who did it now. George's Marvellous Medicine. Oh, I listened to Dan. I don't think I've ever read Danny the Champion of the World, but I know the story because I used to just listen to it on audio all the time. I've seen the film as well. I think it was abridged, but whatever. It probably was about, yeah, 2 hours long. Don't know how long a Roald Dahl book would be on audio. I had quite a few of those though. I had Fantastic Mr. Fox, I had Danny Champion of the World, I had George's Marvellous Medicine, I had the BFG. We also used to have, I mean, you can YouTube these if you're ever curious. You might enjoy them for your kids someday. There was a magazine we had in the UK called Storyteller. I don't know if it was in any other regions. I think it was probably British because of all the people that did the cassettes were British, I think. But it was called Storyteller and it was in the 80s and it was like a magazine that you used to get with a cassette. And it would be 5 or 6 different stories in the magazine, and some of them would be like a serial, like each month, each week or whatever was another part of it, and they would have like pictures as well as the story, so it would be a visual thing to look at, and then it would have a cassette that came with it, and it would be the stories read out by somebody. I'm interested in reading piano lessons, some group activity. I always wish I'd learned how to do the piano. Small possible lights for book read. Oh god, yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. That's a core memory. I had a Goosebumps one. Do you remember those like clip-on lights for books? I got one for Goosebumps. I mean, you just use the Kindle now. But oh fucking. Oh come on! This happened earlier. It's fucking hateful. Absolutely hateful. But yeah, if you, I'll put a link in the thing and I'll at you with it if I find it. But you can. Someone's uploaded them all on YouTube, I think, and they've done like scans of the magazine as well, so you can watch it as a video with the magazine and then just listen to the audio. Oh my god, I'm really getting bored of this. Why is the game being like this? Oh, you're a proper little Matilda. I love how we're still like, ugh, Jesus. Still going. Oh yeah, so anyway, I'm losing my trail of thought because of the shenanigans in this. So the magazine, it had different stories, and some of them were famous, you know, like it might have the Emperor's New Clothes in or whatever, but it also had some serials, like, I remember one was Gobelino the Witch's Cat, which was actually like a longer book, I think, and they'd broken it up. That was a popular story. Some of them were just randomly made up, I think, but they were all like recorded by like nice narrator people, I think, even some actresses and actors. It's funny how audiobooks have become very normal now. I think it's just because the medium is more equipped for it now, because it was just probably too expensive in the past. Because my mum said that she had... I said to my mum, like, why don't you try audiobooks? She reads, but she doesn't read a lot. But it's like, she's always doing jigsaws and stuff, and I'm like, it's just because of the technology though, but if we could somehow set it up for her, I feel like she could just listen to so many books while she's doing jigsaws or whatever. But and she said, "Oh, I've had an audio book in the past before, but like she would have probably had to buy one that was really expensive, you know, like I don't know, like $20 audio book or something. And it came on like 6 cassettes. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just not really. The technology wasn't there. Only the regular books? Wait for what? Doesn't have it on the Master System version? Yeah. Oh, the Goosebumps. When I was like kind of really into Goosebumps, my mom bought me tons of Goosebumps stuff for Christmas. I wonder if I could find it. It was probably made in the UK though, because it was huge in the UK. So we would have been at. It would have been the sort of success levels that the UK would have just made their own merchandise as well. My God, even the packaging. I can't find anything though. Reading light maybe. Ooh, I think that's it. Yes, because it came with a book. I found it, I think, but I don't think that was the book. It looks similar to this, but that's not the book. I don't remember which book I had. Actually, maybe I'm talking up my arse. I don't think that is the one. Oh, this is it. I found it. Because I used to mess about with that. I had this. You can click on that and you'll see it. But I had this exact reading, like Goosebumps reading lamp. It was so silly though, because like you'd had to like wedge it in your book. It was not very good. It must have come with one of the books, but I don't remember. I don't remember which. I don't recognise the books. Unless that was in America. Tales to Give You Goosebumps. It looks like it was sold with. But that's definitely what I had. Yeah, like a classroom projector. I can't believe I'm just playing this all night. Yeah, I was indecisive what I wanted to read next. There was a couple of crime books I want to read that are like first in a series, but I've just finished the crime book, so I thought maybe I need to have a little break. But they all sound so good. That movie you shared, is it Opus? I'd never heard of it, but I saw John Malkovich is in it. I just don't watch films. I don't even know why I saw that trailer for Other Mummy, but sometimes YouTube just pushes the trailer at you and it just caught my eye. And then I didn't realise that Other Mummy is based on incidents around the house, which I didn't realise is the same author as Bird Box and all that lot. I need to read Bird Box at some point. I've never even seen The Thing. I remember it being so popular though. Picture the guy as who? As John Malkovich? Oh, I don't. I keep seeing him as Jared Leto mixed with actually kind of mixed a little bit with elements of Russell Brand. Basically, I just kind of imagine him as a knobhead. With like the long hair and a beard. I think it's also because of the word guru. It makes me think of Mike Myers in The Guru, even though I've not seen it, but just the trailers. I'm imagining, sorry, this is a really boring conversation if you don't know about the book that we're reading, but I'm just going to carry on anyway. But I'm imagining Jared as the guy from Prison Break, the main actor. Straight into that car. And then Miles, I can't really work out who I'm seeing. He kind of like a weird mix of. Who's the guy in? Is it the Owen Wilson? Is it in The Wedding Crasher? The Wedding Whatever it is. The Wedding Crashers. the cow sample. Not exactly him, but that sort of energy. And it doesn't make much sense, but yeah, I'm going with it. Whoa, bitch. Oh. How are we in 11th place? I get no money again. Oh, this game is such a slog. I wish I grinded earlier. It's like trying to juggle, potentially trying to earn money and just trying to go for the wins on the other courses instead. But like, I'm at least likely to get any money on these. 11th place, I'm gonna get like 10 cents. Oh! These cars are just, they're not going to let me overtake anybody. Why did Road Rash have to be so mean? God, and I don't even finish again. It's an endless cycle. Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go for a win on something. I wish she wasn't so mad still. Oh, what just kills me though, like it's like, the difficulty's one thing, but it's like with Formula 1, when I played that, it's just so grating. The time investment to then fail is so exhausting. When I think about tonight, like have we done 3 hours of streaming, and I think I've won like 4 races, it's like, and not even good money in them, and it's like, oh my god, it's such a grind. Like you use 6 minutes into a race and then crash at the end and get nothing. It's that sense of just pissing time away all the time that gets annoying. There's nothing worse than wrecking at the end of the race. Or being arrested when you're like in 2nd place and you're on like minute 7 and then you get arrested. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, endurance racing is exhausting. I mean, the worst thing ever was anybody that didn't see me do Formula 1 on the Mega Drive. The arcade mode on that was just relentless because you had to do 20, was it 20? No, not 20. 12 different courses, all consecutively with no continues. Any failure was game over. You had to place, it wasn't even placing, you had to overtake a fixed number of cars in the time it took to finish. Oh my god, yeah, that game, the arcade mode, it took me like 40 hours to beat that. The championship mode is where you're just actually racing against people linearly, is fine, but the arcade mode, you have to overtake a fixed number of cars in whatever the 3 laps it is that you've got. But each race it increases the amount of people you need to overtake by 2. So you start off only having to do something like 6 overtakes or something, but the final race you need to overtake like 24 different people. But it's also just not been balanced very well, because the final course is actually the shortest course of the whole game, but you have to overtake the most amount of people on it. And it's really rough. But you have to do the whole thing, and each lap of a race is about 1.5 minutes. So wait, that's not even, yeah. About 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes each lap is, and there's 3 laps or 4 laps, but every race basically takes about 5 to 6 minutes, and you've got to do, maybe even more, 5 to 7 minutes each race is, and you've got to do 12 of them. So you do the math, it takes about an hour and 15 minutes from start to end to do the entire game, and if you lose any of the races you have to start all over again from the beginning one. And like the nerves on those final races when you know that any failure is just it's like, I can't even be the right math. I think it took me about an hour and 20 minutes in total to do all of the courses. And so like the final race is so difficult, and you know that like you fail it, and then it's like, see you again in another hour and 15 minutes when we can have another attempt at this ridiculous fucking course. And I got really good at that game to the point that I'd say the first 16 races were just whatever. But it was just clocking the time to keep redoing them over and over again. It got really exhausting. And it was, you know, I'd stream in an evening, and it's like I've only got basically 3 attempts at this tonight, because it's going to take me, that's going to take me 3 hours to have 3 attempts at finishing this game. Did it though? Yeah. Oh, Christ. That was really sloppy. Those are the most draining games though, to be honest. Something else I did recently, what was it? It's like it's so long, a single attempt of it. Do love the racing games where you get passwords in between each race. But yeah, the final courses on Super Hang-On was a nightmare too. That was so long. Because that's the kind of thing... Oops. Bloody hell, watch out for that deer. I actually don't know how I'm going to finish this. Because I don't think even, like, level 5 difficulty with the best bike is going to be the struggle that I'm having right now. like this course and the other one. How do I get first place on it? It's going to take a lot of luck. At least my bike will last longer, but then the course is going to be longer. With like that conversation is like, especially with games like Formula 1, where you have to do it all in one go, that's when I don't agree with people that say that, you know, like using save states or whatever to make your own checkpoints is still the same experience. It's just not. Like, repeating the final course over and over again with a save state and then beating it legit and then still saying that you beat the game. You didn't though, because you made a checkpoint that didn't exist. You had the skill in isolation, in a vacuum, to finish the final level, yes, but you didn't do it under the crumbling like I tell you, when I was doing that, every time I was doing that final track on Formula 1, my heart felt like it was about to like pound out of my chest. I was so like, my palms were sweating and I was so nervous because of the punishment of having to redo an hour and 20 minutes to get back to here again and only getting one shot at it. If I could like dump a save state and just keep redoing that over and over again, like there's no pressure, you just take risks, you'll be more daring perhaps as well, and just like, oh well, I can just have another crack in a second. But like knowing that it was going to take that long, that's what was making some of it was so hard really, because I was getting dizzy like trying to do this final course because I'm so nervous, and when it's the final lap and I'm kind of almost winning, that's when I'm really getting like, oh my god, kind of thing. Like, don't fuck this up. Crack under the pressure. Get like that with shoot 'em ups as well. Final bosses on shoot 'em ups. Oh, I remember doing the final boss of Whip Rush and my heart was like in my mouth. But that's sometimes the fun. That's the crazy addiction. Only fight when forced to. Well, they should stop coming up in my face then. Oh my god. What was that? Let's do Grass Valley. I like the music. And like, it's weird because like, I'm not trying to brag with a lot of this. It's more just, I like to show. So my brain is trying to juggle these turns and speaking. Like, I think there's a lot better people at some of these games than me, but I like to show that they can be done by a fairly regular person. I've played a lot of games, like I've played games for most of my life, so I do have a gamer skill set. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't do deathless runs, I don't do any of that. I just try and beat the game on its criteria. and it's kind of nice to just. I enjoy showing with some of the games like you can finish them, and they're not as BS as some people might make out. With just a little bit of practice and perseverance, like you do get better at them. My problem is when some of the games, like as much as I sort of enjoyed Lotus, I feel like that was too far. That was too much to ask of a regular person. It wanted too much perfection. And I feel like games should be beatable by all kinds of people. I don't believe that games. I don't believe that people you're entitled to finish a game just because you paid for it. I don't think, because that's not the nature of the word game. You play games to win or lose kind of thing. Otherwise, it's not a game. It's just an interactive movie or a book. You know. If you're going to have any elements of skill, I don't think you're entitled to just finish it because you put some money down and bought it. But I do think there should be a good balance of a range of people that should be able to finish a game. Somebody who's not great at video games should be able to finish it with time and effort put into it. But I don't think you need to cater to somebody just clocking the bare minimum. You know, just because the long play on YouTube is 5 hours doesn't mean you should be able to finish it in 5 hours. But when a game is only catering to the absolute higher tier of people, it either needs to be specifically marketed as such or just adjusted. It's a funny thing with the whole Dark Souls conversation that people love to have, because I personally think the difficulties of the Dark Souls games are absolutely fine, and I don't think people are necessarily entitled to finish a video game like I just said. But then again, the other trail of thought is like, does it having a difficulty adjustment, does that hurt me? Does that damage my experience? It doesn't actually. I can just dismiss it. So maybe its existence doesn't matter. And then the other thing that's really hard to say fairly is some people have actual physical disabilities which will prevent them from being able to perhaps enjoy games in the same way. So sometimes it's not black and white. As a kid, yeah, I think RPGs are good for that reason. I've always thought too as well, like, you know, as you get older, continuing gaming in my 60s, for example, I feel like that's when I'm going to really be embracing and appreciating my whopping RPG collection that I have, because it's one of my favourite genres, but it's also the one that's never going to require physical dexterity out of me. You're bad at fine movements. Reaction times are the things I think that are a struggle. I've never been good at games that require parrying. My brain just is not very good at doing parry timings, and I get frustrated with it. I'll still have a go, but I usually, if I can avoid having to do it, I won't engage with that mechanic. That's why I'm sort of turned off by, well, not turned off, but I'm hesitant to play Sekiro, because it's so parry based. I feel like it's just going to drive me nuts. Because I can do the Dark Souls stuff, but I don't parry much. It's like, you know, like fighting games like Soul Calibur and whatever, how you can do like parries in that. I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know how people can even predict when to press. Oh, fucking hell. come on. Office, please. Oh my god. My nerves are gone. I think I might be able to be done. I think my nerves are fried. Is that the end? Oh my god. I want to learn soldering, or I want somebody to just solder for me. No monies. Ooh. Oh, should we just play something else now? I'm road rashed out. We made some money. Like what? We made about $6,000 tonight. Oh, let me get that password.